is Philip Ruttle. I've been a monitor farmer with the Kerry Agri Business Joint Programme for the last 4 years now, and I suppose we're just doing a review over the last number of years on the progress made. So as a new entrant, just a lot of focus has to be put on to the infrastructure of the farm. So in the last 3 years, I suppose I've focused on improving labour efficiency and compliance really with cattle housing and slurry storage. So last year I've put in 54 new cubicles and covered an outdoor tank, and also put in new calving boxes. This has greatly improved the workload over the winter and in particular this spring. I suppose there's an overall investment of about €1,200 per cow, and that was put over a 10-year loan to make managing that payment a little easier. So I've been using the profit monitor now for a number of years, and it has really been a benefit in showing the progress that the farm has made over the years. So a number of years ago would have been at maybe a gross output of about €2,300 per hectare, and that's increased now to over €3,500. So the target would be to have a gross output of over €4,000 per hectare, with costs ranging in around €2,000. So it gives me an idea of how I can focus expansion. Currently I'm stocked at just over 2 livestock units per hectare, so that extra money is needed to push things on, and I can see just how I can do that moving forward. Being a new entrant to dairying, it's put a lot of pressure on finances in terms of development costs, being that yard infrastructure or passageways and water, and grazing infrastructure and reseeding. That puts a lot of pressure really on the cost of the farm, whether that be depreciation or interest. So just have to keep a mind of that and benchmark your progress to similar farms in a similar situation.